Balloons do not go up because of their color. They go up because of their content.
The top is very free, but very few know how to get there.
You can never find until you define and you refine yourself.
You can never get to the place of your destiny until you learn, unlearn, and relearn.
Life is not measured by its duration, but by its contribution.
Never you be too small to do big things, and never be too big to do small things.
You can become whosoever you so desire to be.
Welcome to Yes You Can with Lotanna Okoye.
Good morning, welcome to Yes You Can. My name is Lotanna Okoye. I'm glad to be here this morning, and still on the course of leadership. We are still continuing our topic on leadership, and I want to let you know that this is a strategic topic for you that you cannot do without, because everyone is created to lead, and everyone needs to understand the sphere of influence and begin to lead. Until you begin to lead, people will not pay much attention to you. Leadership gives you significance. Leadership gives you a sense of belonging to the society. Is your own point of contribution to the world. So today I'm talking to you on the 5 levels of leadership and the 4 models of leadership. The 5 levels of leadership. We're going to start with that. Now I want to tell you that if you look at the sequence of leadership, like I'm going to give to you the 5 levels now, you will find out the reason why our society, is not moving forward when it comes to developing leadership capital. And we've said that the problem of Nigeria, of Africa, is centered around leadership. Once you have the right people with the right value, and you have the right people with the right tenacity and courage to make a change, and the right principles by their side, and the principal backing them. The principal is God, because God is the principal of all principles. So when you have these things come together, you have the right system and the right people come on board. So I'm talking to you first of all. If you look at the 5 things I'm going to say to you, you'll find out why people go into leadership position and they go there to mess up, because they do not follow this order of levels of leadership. Number 1, level 1 talks about the self-leadership. The self-leadership. Every leader must start from self-leadership. Self-leadership talks about catching a personal vision for yourself. Catching a sense of worth for yourself. Knowing that you are valuable. Knowing that there are certain things you can no longer do. Having known that you are a leader. It starts from putting yourself under maximum control. There are certain things you can no longer continue to do as a leader. So it starts from curtailing your excesses as an individual. Gaining self-respect, gaining self-worth, self-esteem for yourself. Starting from bringing certain things together that will make you succeed and applying certain principles to your life. Leaders cannot live and make a difference without applying principles and values. So self-leadership is number 1. Having certain rules and regulations that guides you. Values that guides you. Certain things you subscribe to. Value system. So this is very important. You can no longer be like every other person. You can no longer continue your life just that way. Whatever you want to do, you just do it. You want to, be corrupt, you are just corrupt. You want to do anything because you don't have self-rules that guide you. So leadership starts by self-leadership. Number 2 talks about one-on-one leadership. One-on-one leadership. Ability to influence one person at a time. So when you are self-regulated, when you are self-curtailed, you can lead yourself, you are self-contented, then you can now begin to influence someone based on the values you subscribe to, based on the principles you know, based on the things you know. You cannot be able to influence someone. Remember that leadership is about influence, about direction. So you cannot be able to influence one person per time. When you see someone doing the wrong thing, you cannot influence the person in the right direction. If you have not handled self, you cannot handle another person. Now, beyond one-on-one, the 3rd level talks about small group leadership. you are now able to bring people together and you are leading them. Okay, this is a small group in the church, small group in the school, small group somewhere. You begin to lead them. So this thing follow in sequence. Small group leadership, there are skills you need now to begin to exhibit at that level. You must have learned it when you are leading yourself, when you are leading one-on-one, and you begin to exhibit it when you've gotten to the level of small group. One of the skill is people management. One of the skill is team building. One of the skill is integrity. One of the values is integrity. Now, after small group, we see the organizational or institutional leadership, where you now rise to the level where people now bestow an organization to you for you to lead, an institution for you to lead. If you've not led yourself, if you've not led one-on-one, you've not led a small group and made your mistake and corrected yourself, you also carry the same indiscipline into that big organization. So you see why our leaders out there are messing up, why our leaders out there are not providing solution to problems, are not living up to expectation, because they are not self-regulated. Most of them have not led one-on-one before. Most of them have not led any small group before. Most of them have not led organizations before. And all of a sudden, they went into the 5th position or the 1st level where you have national leadership. And that is the biggest. Where someone is a senator, where someone is an honorable member, where someone is a governor, and you see those character, traits, those character he never handled in the level of small group, he begins to manifest at the level of national leadership. So we need to begin to provide solution to the request and the cost of leadership in Nigeria. Every one of us must begin to lead ourselves, must begin to influence someone, must begin to lead a small group or belong to a small group, must begin to lead organizations right, must learn the skills and principles for leading organization. That is a course on its own. How do I transform an organization? How do I lead in my church? How do I lead that little security outfit? How do I lead that little community development organization? How do I champion change projects? These are things we need to learn as individuals. Now, I want to introduce you again to the 4 model of leadership. 4 model of leadership. And I take my insight from Habakkuk 2 verse 2 that talks about write the vision down, make it plain upon the tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end he shall speak and not lie. That's the scriptures. 4 models of leadership. Number 1 model of leadership is the one you find in Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 1. It says, I shall stand upon my watch, to see what he shall say unto me, and what I shall answer when I'm reproved. Now, that talks about the director leader. The leader that provides direction. You can find that in most of your organization. Some of your pastors are director leaders. Some of your organizational leaders, some of your, MDs and workers and all that, they are director leader. They come in with a big vision. They come in with a big plan. Now, you do not find people like you in an organization. You find people that are not like you. The next one is called the analyzer. They break it down. They make it plain. They break these things down. They write it in simple languages. They analyze it. They don't like surprises. The third one is a promoter. That he that reads may be able to run with it. So these people run with a vision. You need this kind of people. They promote. They are talkers. They love things to happen. And finally, you need the relators in that organization. People you can relate with. This one carried a story. They want to be sure that people within the organization are fine. These are core leaders. So these are the 4 models of leaders or leadership. And it is important you know where you belong to. You can have 2 or 3 attributes or where you belong to. I trust that we can begin to change these things. Wherever you belong to, begin to make the impact. Begin to make the change. We are calling for leaders. We are calling for youth to arise and shine. For youth to begin to make differences in the lives of teenagers, in the places where God have called them to become a solution. I want to ask God to bless you as you begin to decide to become a leader. By tomorrow, I'm going to round off this session and I'm going to call for 50 leaders. Young people that want to undergo leadership mentorship under, a serious season. Just hook up with me tomorrow as I speak to you further on leadership. God bless you. Keep the calls coming on 08101 223636. God bless you.
Hope you've been motivated for success today. Now you are good to go for the day. So go out there and be the best you can. Yes, you can. If you've been empowered by this program, you can contribute your part towards its continuity through sponsorship. You can call or text Mr. Lotanna Okoye on 0810 122 36